Welcome to our list of the top 10 most popular Netflix shows to binge watch right now. These shows have been carefully selected based on their popularity, critical acclaim, and overall watchability. From gripping dramas to hilarious comedies, these shows are sure to keep you entertained for hours on end. So grab some snacks and get ready to dive into the world of binge watching with our top picks for January 2023. 10. Manifest. NBC notoriously canceled this supernatural mystery thriller at the same time it shot to fame on Netflix, which inspired Netflix to renew it for a fourth and final season as a Netflix original. Finally, that season is available on the streaming platform. The survivors of Flight 828 will spend the first half of the season coming closer to solving the riddle of what happened to them on a flight that vanished for 5 years and then reappeared. Since a lot may happen in 5 years, most of them will have lost their marriages, children, and parents, making it impossible for them to reintegrate into society. The situation becomes worse as the passengers start to hear voices and see glimpses of future events, which leads them down a perilous moral path that they can only cross together. The lost black box is discovered. 9. Copenhagen Cowboy. This dark, surreal thriller is directed by Nicholas Winding Refn, who also directed The Neon Demon and Drive. It centers on Miu, Angela Bundelovic, a woman who has spent most of her life being exploited as a human good luck charm, but who now has a chance to escape from her captors. She will have to make her way through a perilous underground full of shady characters as she embarks on a revenge quest through the violent, neon-lit underworld of Copenhagen. Refn is one of the few modern filmmakers who are ready to take true creative chances, sometimes failing but always standing out. Even when he fails, he does so in a distinctive manner. It's worth viewing merely to experience something new on the increasingly uniform streaming service. This is about as non-commercial a production as Netflix produces these days. 8. Dead to Me. If you haven't watched the first 2 seasons, you should do so right away. The plot centers on Jen, Christina Applegate, and Judy, Linda Cardellini, 2 women who meet in a grief support group after Jen's husband is killed in a hit-and-run accident. Judy, unbeknownst to Jen, is the one who caused her husband's death. Despite having very different personalities, the 2 end up developing a relationship that is rife with emotional upheaval and profound realizations. One of Netflix's best-written programs is this dark comedy, and Christina Applegate and Linda Cardellini, who have both been nominated for Emmys for their roles, make the show's witty banter feel like music. It's hilariously humorous and never fails to surprise. 7. 1899. This is a costly but well-made supernatural mystery series from the developer of Dark. It is not a prelude to Yellowstone. You'll hear 8 different languages spoken on the program, which has a large multinational cast to give it a worldwide appeal. Emily Beecham from Into the Badlands is the top-billed performer. The epic German series 1899 follows a group of European immigrants arriving in New York City by boat around the turn of the century and combines aspects of period drama, mystery, and sci-fi. It's an eclectic group that includes one of the first female physicians in the UK, Paris Elite, 2 intriguing Chinese ladies, and a fake Portuguese priest. The group of immigrants on a ship headed for a new continent who become embroiled in a mystery when they come to a second ship drifting aimlessly in the ocean. The series is unlike any other thriller because of its ominous, eerie tone and bilingual approach. 6. Emily in Paris. A marketer from Chicago, Emily Cooper, gets her dream job in Paris, only to discover that the culture shock is much worse than she had anticipated, especially when it comes to a critical boss and extremely critical coworkers. Emily Cooper, who haunts the dreams of actual Parisians, is back on the streets of Paris, looking like some kind of colorfully dressed cryptid. The likable Emily, who is excessively American, keeps adjusting to life in Paris in Season 2. In one of the most beautiful cities in the world, Emily must adjust to Parisian life while juggling the responsibilities of her profession, friendships, and developing relationships. 5. Ginny and Georgia. When Ginny and Georgia move to the little town of Wellsburg, Massachusetts, they discover that they are more alike than they initially thought. Ginny and Georgia are 2 ladies you would never associate with having the same Myers-Briggs personality type. Their secret lives are full of murder, small-minded social cliques, and sex scandals. In other words, it's the ideal blend of Gilmore Girls wholesomeness with a hint of a sinister undertone, as Ginny, Antonia Gentry, learns more about her mother Georgia's, Brianne Howie, allegedly deadly history. Ginny and Georgia, one of the few algorithm-friendly series that work, returns for Season 2 with a little less Gilmore Girls and a little more Mommy Dearest. However, the lighthearted love themes and youthful drama are still present. Gentry and Howie's excellent performances enhance the content, and the closing walls give the whole affair a sense of urgency. 4. Wednesday. Jenna Ortega plays Wednesday in a new Tim Burton television series. Wednesday is a moody high school girl attending Nevermore Academy, a school for supernatural beings, where she tries to manage her psychic abilities and solve a murder mystery tied to her family's history. As a result of a series of enigmatic deaths that only she can assist solve, her function soon changes from that of a mere student to that of a detective. The Addams family has persisted for many years for a reason, and Wednesday gives our well-known characters a novel twist. Was it the proper decision to adapt the Addams family into a formulaic Netflix series about a girl at a magical school stumbling through some unoriginal high school drama while trying to solve a murder that wasn't intriguing? Most likely not. This program didn't need to be a chilling Adventures of Sabrina remake. 3. Alice in Borderland. If you enjoy Squid Game, Alice in Borderland is unquestionably the program that is most frequently contrasted with it. The manga series of the same name was adapted into the film Alice in Borderland, which follows Arisu, Kento Yamazaki, a brilliant gamer who never realized his full potential. Arisu finds himself in an alternate Tokyo where most people have vanished and must play dangerous games to avoid being lasered in the head by an unknown entity to earn visas that will spare him from execution, followed by a willing return to another game. He meets Usagi, Taotsuchiya, a rock climber who joins Arisu in trying to figure out what is going on along the route. Alliances are made, relationships are put to the test, and betrayals are unavoidable. You'll be left wondering about the plot's fundamental assumptions, as well as how crucial people are murdered from episode to episode, often in horrifying ways. 2. Kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope is a fresh criminal anthology series that ingeniously reimagines the heist genre. Kaleidoscope is an intriguingly told tale about an elite team of skilled thieves out to make a once-in-a-lifetime score by breaking into an impenetrable vault. Prepare to witness the ultimate crime through the eyes of a genius thief and his colorful team. Crime TV fans, they attempt to carry off a $7 billion grand theft together, and as a result, it has many of the undesirable consequences you might anticipate. Greed, treachery, and even a surprising motive based on old grudges. With 8 immersive episodes that can be viewed in any sequence and spanning 25 years, Kaleidoscope offers audiences a singular opportunity to put the jigsaw together in any way they choose. By the end of the first season of Kaleidoscope, starring Paz Vega, Giancarlo Esposito, and Jai Courtney, the dots will be joined, but the outcomes will differ. Although the experiment is intriguing, the program nevertheless manages to produce a fun caper under the leadership of Giancarlo Esposito from Breaking Bad. 1. Stranger Things. After being split into 2 large sections, Season 4 is now available in its entirety, breaking streaming records while introducing a new villain, new characters, and new settings. In the short time since its 2016 premiere, Stranger Things, one of Netflix's most well-liked original programs, has established itself as a cultural icon. The series' sci-fi aims are made plain in the opening sequence. While waiting for the elevator doors to close, a scientist escapes down an empty corridor, followed by an unknown entity that ultimately captures him. The scene then switches to a group of children playing D&D in a suburban basement. The story is steeped in nostalgia for 80s genres, from the enigmatic beast terrorizing the made-up Indiana town to the covert government organization pursuing the youngsters as the gang deals with the fallout. It has something for everyone, including deep friendships, horror, intrigue, and nostalgia. Stranger Things contains bits of Stephen King, Steven Spielberg, and John Hughes, and it is a program that will immediately seem familiar to viewers who grew up with those sources. Thanks for watching our list of the top 10 most popular Netflix shows to binge watch right now. We hope you found some new shows to add to your watch list. Let us know in the comments which show you're most excited to start watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more top 10 lists and entertainment recommendations. Until next time, happy binge watching.